For centuries, the name Lucifer has been synonymous with evil, a fallen angel, the ultimate adversary. But what if the story isn't so simple? What if the villain was actually a misunderstood hero? In the Christian Bible, Lucifer means light bringer, once a radiant angel who fell from grace. In Islam, a similar figure, Iblis, is cast out for refusing to bow to humanity. Across cultures, Lucifer is the rebel, the tempter, the king of hell. But the name itself, light bringer, hints at a deeper meaning. Light is knowledge, enlightenment, truth. How did the bearer of light become the prince of darkness? Some ancient texts suggest Lucifer's fall was not just rebellion, but a disagreement over humanity's destiny. Was his act truly evil, or was it an act of love for a creation he believed deserved more? The story of Lucifer is not just a religious tale, it's a human story about power, knowledge, and the nature of good and evil. Could it be that in condemning the darkness we've overlooked the light he was named for? This is the mystery that invites us to look deeper into one of history's most infamous figures. Enter Tirthraj Pasana, a young Indian author and digital creator who shakes up this ancient debate with his book Lucifer Was Innocent. Not a theologian, but a provocateur, Tirth uses his online presence to challenge sacred beliefs and question authority. His book, written as a movie script, draws from biblical and apocryphal sources to flip the traditional story on its head. The central claim: Lucifer didn't want to corrupt humanity, but to empower it with knowledge. In this version, Lucifer saw Adam and Eve as incomplete, deserving the gift of awareness and choice. This radical reinterpretation has sparked fascination and controversy, tapping into a modern hunger for forbidden truths. By casting Lucifer as a liberator, Tirth challenges not just religion, but the very idea of who gets to define truth. The book asks, have we misunderstood history's greatest villain all along? The Garden of Eden, paradise, 2 trees, a forbidden fruit. But in Lucifer Was Innocent, the story changes. Here, Lucifer is God's first and brightest creation, watching Adam and Eve live in innocent ignorance. He believes the tree of knowledge is not a curse, but a gift awakening their minds, making them truly human. Taking the form of a serpent, Lucifer debates with Eve, arguing that true life is about understanding and choice, not blind obedience. Eve eats the fruit, shares it with Adam, and suddenly, they see the world anew, aware, self-conscious, capable of reason. God's anger is not just about disobedience, but about losing control over his creation. A cosmic conflict follows, and Lucifer is cast out not for evil, but for giving humanity the spark of consciousness. In this retelling, Lucifer's rebellion is an act of sacrifice for human freedom. The story asks, was the fall from Eden really a fall, or was it the beginning of what makes us human? It's a bold reimagining of the oldest story we know. Every story has a spark. For Tirthraj Parsana, it was a childhood encounter with the unknown. Sick at home, he watched a documentary about Lucifer. Suddenly, the heavy doors of his family's Hindu temple began to shake, twice, with no explanation. Terrified, he fainted. That moment haunted him, igniting a lifelong curiosity about Lucifer and the supernatural. Was it a sign? A coincidence? The experience drove him to explore religious texts, conspiracy theories, and hidden histories. The internet became his library, fueling his quest for answers. Writing Lucifer Was Innocent was his way to make sense of that mystery, and to share a perspective that challenges fear with curiosity. For Tirth, the story of Lucifer became personal, a quest to understand the misunderstood. His book is not just theory, it's a search for meaning born from a real, inexplicable event. When Lucifer Was Innocent launched, it sparked a firestorm, especially in India. Tirth claimed instant bestseller status, and whether or not the numbers add up, the book captured imaginations. Fans saw him as a truth-teller, daring to challenge centuries of dogma. The idea of Lucifer as a symbol of enlightenment resonated with a new generation. Critics, however, called the book blasphemous, accusing Tirth of cherry-picking and self-promotion. Some dismissed his persona as marketing. Others worried about the distortion of sacred stories. But love it or hate it, the book forced conversations about faith, freedom, and the power of narrative. In the digital age, one voice can challenge ancient institutions, and Tirth's book became a cultural phenomenon. It's a mirror for our anxieties, our curiosity, and our search for meaning. Lucifer Was Innocent is more than a book, it's a challenge to our deepest beliefs. By flipping the script, Tirth asks, what if rebellion is liberation? What if sin is the pursuit of knowledge? The story unsettles us, forcing a re-examination of good and evil and the stories we inherit. Lucifer becomes not just a villain but a complex, tragic figure, maybe even a misunderstood revolutionary. The book's real power is in the questions it leaves behind: who writes history? Who decides what's true? It urges us to think critically, to question authority, and to seek our own answers. Whether you accept Turth's version or not, the conversation it sparks is what matters. In the end, the line between hero and villain is often just a matter of perspective.